Hello, it's Dr. Mike Moriearty, and today I'm going to go over what does whole body vibration do, and how does it burn calories, and how does it affect the body. Okay, this is a little scientific, so I'm going to try using a more basic language, not use all these Latin words. Okay, we have three muscle fiber types: slow twitch, fast twitch, and super fast twitch. A slow twitch muscle was designed for endurance, for example, like walking. It mainly uses a fat energy source. It doesn't need a lot of oxygen. So our muscles were designed to walk for long durations and be very efficient. Because before we had cars, we'd have to walk or take horses. We had to travel long distances. And the slow muscle fibers were designed to be very efficient. Now, a fast twitch muscle is when you need to move someplace quick and in a short distance. This is when you run after something. Say, like before there were refrigerators and cars, and you've seen dinner running by like a rabbit or a deer. You want to chase it down and you want to kill it so you can eat it. This muscle fiber is very inefficient with how it uses energy because it's designed for quick bursts. Now, a super fast twitch muscle fiber is designed for extreme emergencies. I'll try to use a simple, I could go into a lot more detail, but I'm going to keep it simple. You touch a hot stove, you reflex away. Now, a super fast twitch muscle is the most inefficient muscle that we have in our body. When that muscle fiber fires, that means there's some immediate danger, and the body is going to incorporate that muscle fiber, but that muscle fiber also turns on the fast twitch and the slow twitch. Basic understanding on how the body burns calories. Okay, well, let's use a marathon runner. This is actually a pretty good one. Trust me, I don't talk bullshit. Everything I'm telling you, it can be backed with science, and I actually want to help. Okay, the average marathon runner that can run a marathon, like say within 6 to 7 hours, will burn roughly 2,300 calories. Now, a pound of stored fat is 4,000 calories stored for future needs. So if you want to burn a pound of fat a week, you roughly have to run or go on a treadmill. Not even, treadmills are so inefficient. I hate using that. You'd have to walk around the block roughly 35 to 40 miles a week to burn 1 pound of fat. And that's physically impossible. We all know people who have a treadmill. In fact, everybody knows someone who has a treadmill. And we all know, if we're honest with ourselves, is that they never lose weight. And let's just be honest here. Now, I'm not here to pull anybody's leg. Okay, so if you understand, like a pound of fat is 4,000 stored calories. This is why you'll see people in the gym that go in there, and they're aerobic junkies. They'll go in there and they'll walk on the treadmills 40 minutes, 4 days a week, and they're still overweight. The problem is that a treadmill or things similar, you just don't burn calories. We don't have an hour a day, 7 days a week to put that much energy into something and get such poor results, because people give up. Because everybody knows that the treadmills you end up hanging your clothes on it in the future. But then you can go to Sam's Club, you see someone buying a treadmill every single day. You'll see 4 or 5 different treadmills. It just drives me crazy. Okay, now whole body vibration. When your body is sitting on the plate and it's vibrating these close to 8 millimeters of upward jolts, and at fast enough speed, it can hit a G-force or gravitational representation of 15 times the weight that's on it. So if you're 100 pounds and you got your feet all the way up the side and you've got your legs bent and you got this close to 15 G-force coming at you, you're doing roughly 1,500 pound mini squats up to 30 times to 40 times a second. The stress that puts on your body is unbelievable. And because the stress, the way the body responds to this is that it turns on the super fast twitch muscle reflexes, because your body's trying to find a balancing point so that you don't fall off, that you utilize the super fast twitch muscle fibers, which also activate the fast and the smooth muscle fibers. So the calorie utilization with this equipment is like nothing else. And I don't care what anybody else says, because I read a lot of this research. I did years of research on this. It's an FDA approved device. It was used by NASA. And in another post, I'll go over the origin of this, because it's pretty interesting. Okay, when you're burning the calories from whole body vibration, you're burning 300 to 400 times the calories than a jog on the treadmill. Now, you can't just stand on this thing and just stand on there with your hands on the handles and just sit there and just do nothing. You got to do some light, almost like yoga moves, where you get down into certain positions and stay there, change the position, stay there. But you always want to have a joint partially somewhere in a flexion so that the vibration goes into the muscles. But when you're doing this, the body is thinking that it's under a great deal of stress. It thinks it's in an emergency type situation. It activates these super fast twitch muscle fibers, which burn a lot of calories. Now, here's the tricky thing. In another post, look for the one that talks about dieting, because dieting it's a complete marketing nightmare. I mean, everybody's trying to sell a new diet idea, but I'll get into that in another post. One of the main things that people need to understand is that there are hormones in the body that prevent us from, that retard the aging process, and that'd be your estrogens, your testosterones, your human growth hormones, and you also want to reduce cortisol steroids. The cortisols are the stress hormones in the body. Now, the thing about today's living is that we live pretty sedentary. We're not working on farms. We're not chasing animals through the woods to catch and kill and eat. We tend to work at desks. We tend to sit down a lot. We live in a high-stress environment. And all these things don't put enough stress in the body, so your natural youth hormones decrease, which when those hormones decrease, it makes adding fat easier. Now, everybody knows that when I was young, I could eat whatever I wanted and got away with it. Also, when you were young, you were playing basketball. You were running all over the place. You were so much more active. You were getting up, getting down. You were running up the stairs. You were always in a hurry to do something. And nowadays, when you get older, we think that I'm older, I have to be more mature. I gotta act a certain way. So we stop living like a child, like a young teenager, and we start taking this sedentary lifestyle. And this in turn lowers your youth hormones. And then we're not exercising, we're not putting stress on the muscles, we're not burning calories. And they say by the time you're 40, you're already 20 pounds heavier than you were when you were in your 20s. Now, the thing about the whole body vibration is that when your body gets stressed with these elevated G-force vibrational jolts, there's so much research out that shows that it increases your natural testosterone levels, which women have too. It's just 15 times lower than men. When you can put enough stress into these super fast twitch muscle fibers that then stimulate the body that it needs to get stronger because it's under this good stress to make the body stronger, it elevates your youth hormones, which in turn also help you put on more muscle, burn more fat, and have more energy so you can be more active with your children. And it also has been shown that it reduces cortisol, the things that cause you to be tired and stressed out, and all these other things. Okay, you need to watch the post about diet, because dieting there's so much bullshit out there that I'm tired of hearing it. I can eat 5,000 calories a day. I'm 49 years old, and I'm at 10% body fat, and I eat whatever I want. I mean, I literally eat 6 meals a day. I'm not eating enough because I'm too busy. But there's a few secrets that I want to share with you. Everything I'm telling you is science-based. Science means it can be duplicated over and over again. And all the stuff I'm telling you about whole body vibration has been documented, it's been peer reviewed, and I don't care what some medical doctor from Harvard says, how it doesn't work. He's just giving you his opinion. And some of this research that you see on there, they're using a generic plate. They're keeping the vibrational pattern so it's below 8 G-force. It doesn't stress the body enough, and they're doing it for like twice a week for 8 minutes, which is not enough time to activate the body and to get this body stronger. Okay, I hope this helped you out. This is just a little bit of understanding. Follow my post and I'll tell you more little secrets that I've learned. Because I'm 49 years old, I'm 250 pounds, I'm in the best shape of my life, and I will put myself my physical fitness against anybody else. Maybe not those CrossFitter guys, those guys are, well, these marathon runners, they're pretty good too, but I'm pretty damn close. This is Dr. Mike Moriearty. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please share this information by hitting the Facebook thing, Facebook button below. Remember that this is not rehearsed. This is me talking from my heart, giving this information because I care. If you buy my stuff or you don't buy my stuff, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to help. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.